for a candle. Please have a fragrant Chills candle and take a bath bomb while you're at it.
Time to go to Tom Joyner. Get up at 2 o'clock. I try to be out the house, in the car, rolling before 2:30. That way, if I want to get something to eat, I can do it. Don't trip. I used to listen to
if somebody is rude to you,
that show where they always killing people.
But your strength is under control. I could have told that man what I thought of him,
but I changed up. Decided something positive in it. So,
you're not going to be happy if you're trying to straighten everybody out.
I've been to his church like 4 times.
Thinking, I'm not going to let you get the best of me.
I know he's a Republican, but I like him anyway.
You don't let things bother you. You don't respond.
He said something about Trump.
You don't get drawn
got a lot of flack. He didn't say anything else about him.
You have the power, the ability. You can easily show them what you're made of, but your strength is under control. When you live like that, God says you'll
how
be
long
happy.
you been doing this again?
It's like this
20 years.
He was at a small
Waking up at 2 a.m. for 20 years.
Close to 20
His
years.
motorcycle gang
I quit
These
twice.
guys were big, tough, mean, like the bikers, just to show who was in
I really like the job, but it's a job, for me it's like a job where, you know, you're working for a company that sometimes you feel you get slighted or you're not treated right, even though you do make a lot of money. But more people have made more money with bigger jobs than this, so it was over. Stupid stuff. I'll let it go. Because I really I love radio. Absolutely love it. It's the best medium.
You never thought about TV or anything?
I've done TV. I've written on television. I've written for television shows. I wrote for Arsenio Hall. I wrote for Steve Harvey. I wrote for Sinbad. I wrote Tom Joyner had a show. I wrote on that. I write for myself. Tom Joyner? Yeah, we had. He had a TV show. It was an hour sitcom. You can look it up. It lasted for like 9 seasons. And then it didn't get picked up. But writing is a lot of discipline. You know that. This is more freestyle. Bouncing off of what's on the news. And although the best jokes and the best ad-libs, remember this, the best ad-libs are written down. You know you're going to have an argument with somebody, you write it down. You tear their ass up. You don't know where it's coming from. You're not thinking off the fly. Sometimes when you have an argument with somebody and you're driving away, you go, well, I should have said. And the next time she say, you wrote a joke, that means you wrote it. It's in your mind. So you're waiting for somebody to say something negative or anything so you can pounce on that ass.
What's been your favorite argument you're prepared for?
That I'm prepared for? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Back in the day, I used to dress whatever color I had on. Whatever color I had on. Oh man, I can't believe I used to dress like that. If I wore blue, I had on a blue suit, blue socks, blue shoes, blue hat. So one day I was gonna wear pink. I wore pink. And Miss Dupree, who's very funny, used to be on the show. She said, as soon as I got in the car, she said, where you get that pink ass suit from? And I said, the same place you got that small leather suit from. I was prepared because I knew somebody was going to say something about it, so I had to have some jokes to come back.
What are we really giving our attention to?
Wednesdays at noon East on Joel
Osteen Radio, Sirius XM 128, or listen on the Sirius XM app.
God never promised that he would
I always like to hear
keep us
Joel
from
Osteen before the
difficulties.
joke. He
never
does a
said
joke
that we
before
wouldn't
every
have
show.
storms, policemen.
This one's funny.
The officer came up to the window and smelled alcohol. He saw a thermos and said, "Sir, what are you drinking?" The minister said, "Just water, officer." He asked to see the thermos. He took one sniff and said, "Smells like wine to me." The minister said, "What do you know? Jesus did it again." Say it like you mean it.
Say that one was funny.
This is my Bible. I am what it says I am.
I think this might be my last year,
My heart
though.
is receptive. I will never be the
Why you
same.
say that?
In Jesus' name.
I don't want to retire there. I want to retire doing something I want to do.
I want to talk to
Working
you
for
today
myself.
about peaceful
That's
purpose.
part of my life.
If you're going to live in peace, it's not going to
That's the
happen by
club
accident.
or
The club, I like
Every
the
day
club.
we have opportunities
I've seen
to
ways I
upset,
can really make the
to
club
be
work.
offended, to live worried. Life happens.
Doing
People get
stand-up,
on your nerves.
going on the road, traveling.
Unexpected bills.
Like I really
family
would like
members
to get in a van and
If you
drive
wait for
from
all
one end of
the
this country
circumstances
to the
calm
other.
down,
I did it in a,
then you're going to have
I did it in an
peace.
Escort,
Then you're
a
going to
Ford
stop
Escort
worrying.
when I came out of
You'll be
here.
waiting your whole life.
So I like to be in a van and try
He
that.
would keep us from difficulty.
And I think the difference now is that a lot of places I would stop, people would know me and just see how they react to me and meet people. I like meeting and talking to people
He calls it
on my terms. After that, I don't want to be left alone.
Despite what's going on around
So that would be
I
great.
know God has me
Get
diploma.
a nice van,
I didn't get the
loaded up with
promotion that I worked for.
my hot sauce,
I'm not upset.
travel across the
I know
country.
God has something better coming my way. A co-worker was rude to me.
Hmm.
I'm not offended.
So that would be
God is my vindicator.
Yeah.
He'll fight
I
my
think I'm gonna do
You
it.
have to protect your peace. You weren't created to live
how long you think you'll do it?
uptight.
Just
It would take I would take 2 weeks to do it. That way I could, take my time.
The food will digest. They have ulcers.
When we went across the country meeting people, that was a lot of fun. So the show's not as popular as we were when we first started. We're all older and people have copied Tom's recipe. I mean, 20 years ago, there was no Ricky Smiley, there was no Steve Harvey, there was no Russ Parr, there was no other morning shows. We were it. We would do sky shows. And people would be lined up. I mean, lined up around the block. It'd be like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. To see somebody like Earth, Wind and Fire, or Gap Band, or which is Charlie Wilson, But now it's kind of tapered off.
do you think you guys get the recognition you deserve?
Oh yeah, I think we do. Yeah, it's amazing. I forget how many people listen to the show, and you only kind of realize that once you go out and meet people, because you're surprised. I know I am. Because the people who listen to the show, first of all, they're a little older, and they've been with you probably listening to you on the radio. I say an average of 5 to 10 years. And I'm the same way. The shows that I listen to on the radio all the time, I listen to just those shows. Joel Osteen, Howard Stern, Stephanie Miller, MSNBC, sometimes Fox News. So you listen, you pretty much do the same thing, you eat the same thing, you go to the same places. So it's almost like family. I guess they consider us family. So they don't talk to you like, oh, there's such and such. They're like, Jay, nah, that shit you said the other day. Man, Jay, you stupid. I saw this comedian, he said when black people like what you say or acknowledge that you're funny, they don't say you're funny, they say, you stupid.
So do they know your order by heart?
No, that's weird. It's one of those places you go for about 10 years and they don't know you. It's different people. Sometimes it's a different manager. But sometimes if they hear my voice or hear the order, because I pretty much order the same thing, like egg whites, sausage patty, and ice water
that are never going to
or order a salad.
Years ago, Victoria and I received a notice.
So they know,
Was going to
they go,
play
oh, I know you.
These are those humps in the street that slow cars. Get married. What if you do? How much time are you wasting worrying? What if this pain in my side is something serious? Go to the doctor, get checked out, but don't spend 3 years worrying.
They used to have, it's so funny.
Jesus put it this way.
Yeah, I like to get two egg whites and a sausage, turkey sausage, two cups of ice. You want something, Tamara?
All right.
There you go. What was that you just said? You said you remember me.
I do remember you. 2 cups of ice.
Okay, alright.
You said 2 egg whites, 1 side of sausage, and 2 cups of ice. That's it, right?
Yeah, and can I get the not the hash browns? What are the other potatoes you have?
Home fries?
Home fries, yeah.
Okay, you got it.
All right, see you in a minute.
Okay, thank you so much.
This is the area I lived in when I first moved to LA. My rent was $300 a month. I should have stayed my ass there. It was nice. I moved into this building right here. There's a friend of mine who had an apartment, and it was set up a little ways where I could sleep on the floor. He had the bed. He parked over here. They didn't have this gate here. And I had, the first time I bought me a Ford Pinto, and I had a Mercedes. Well, they didn't have a place to, they didn't put the fence up till years later.
Are you trying to change things?
Let's see what blew up overnight. This right here, I used to listen to this.
Underneath the concrete patio without
Headline news.
The search took almost a year.
It's always about killing and hiding bodies and shit. But I listen to the news, so you want to find out what's happening.
Household names could be joining forces in the movie space. This was speculation that kicked off late last week that perhaps Disney is looking at a buyout of Netflix. We know so far that Disney has been investing heavily in streaming, so that is why investors seem to think this deal in particular makes sense. There was an analyst note from R.W. Barrett firm
Disney's
saying,
gonna buy Netflix.
remember the target here, we are...
Say I like to be on the interstate. I'm from the south, so I still say freeway.
It's going to be a great situation over the next 2 days there.
I remember I would say that when I came in here. They're like, freeway. And in the south, it is called the freeway.
Another landfall will be over eastern portions of Cuba. That area will get devastated too by the strong winds and
By
storm surge.
250.
Here's the new forecast back from the
So I had to
Hurricane
go
Center.
around a
We have
little
shifted
bit.
again towards Florida and through the southeast portions here.
But the internet has changed the game. Thank God for the internet. It's totally changed the game. You no longer need to have you no longer need the green light from a radio station to have a radio show. You just don't. It changed the game. You can do a podcast. You can start your own radio show. You can broadcast from your house. It's changed the game. So I started my own radio show. So far I have 12 stations, 6 regular stations, and 6 internet stations. I started a podcast, and then I do this show. So, yeah, I'm running a little late. 2:57.
What time was this meeting?
3 o'clock. I like to beat what we call beating the jingle. Doop, doop, doop when the music plays. But I've slid in kind of like the 5 heartbeats. Couple times things have gone wrong and I call on the phone. Or I'm late and I can hear him talk about me.
Huggy gives you a hard time.
Yeah. But I look at it like this. If Huggy's talking about me, he's saying my name. And the more he says my name, the more my name is in their head. The more my name is in their head, the more people will come see me. You know, when Gerald Levert was alive, we talked about Gerald Levert constantly. We made fun of Gerald Levert. But Tom played more Gerald Levert songs when Gerald Levert was alive than anybody. Man, tell them Christians they need to pull them cars up a little bit. Tell the Christians to pull up a little bit. What's up, everybody?
Player. They got the chariots.
Man, they got the chariots all out there, man. Got the palm leaves all on the ground and stuff. Coming here taking over, man. Morning, everybody. Everybody say hey to Many Words. Many Words is here today.
Good morning.
I don't see it lasting, Sybil.
Oh, Sybil. Good
morning, Mr. Joyner.
J. Anthony Brown.
What is going on, everybody? I will be in Memphis this weekend, Tallahassee on Sunday, and the J Spot Club 44, Raleigh, North Carolina next week. Woo!
Is that everything?
I remembered it again. I remember.
Wow.
All right.
Is that black management doing those bookings?
No.
That's some travel in there for you.
All right.
What's up,
Tuesday. You watched the game last night? The Giants?
Yes, I did.
And the Vikings? Vikings serious, huh?
It was all in Odell Beckham's head. All in his head, man.
I mean,
it was.
And that's hard. And that's a head that's hard to get into.
He had
was hugging him, man.
He had the worst.
Like that,
he had the worst game. Now the problem when you act like that and you have hair like that, you cannot have a bad game.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Luke Cage on Netflix. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Luke Cage, Netflix. I'm into it, Sid.
There's some talk.
Have you tried it?
Coming in,
have you tried it yet?
Radio that Disney might be buying Netflix.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried it yet, Sid?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What episode you on?
I just started.
Oh, you just started?
There's a lot to do.
There's so much.
There's a lot.
I know, and so much television.
There's
so much television coming out.
I did some television balancing last night with Dancing with the Stars and The Voice. Dancing with the Stars was a combination of the dancing along with Cirque du Soleil, and poor Babyface. He
can't Cirque du Soleil?
No, it wasn't that he can't Cirque. He made a mistake, and you know how it is when you make a mistake and then everything just goes wrong.
Right.
And he was just glad to get the dance over with.
He fell on his face?
It was pretty much, Jay. He all but physically fell on his face.
How's the little person doing, Sid?
I'm sorry?
How's the little person doing?
You know what? She did good. Everybody did really, and Amber Rose came with it, and she got thrown off last week.
I hear she's dancing her ass off.
Come on, David.
Come on, Super Dave.
Come on, Dave. There you go.
What is she wearing?
Wow. Who cares?
What is
looking at her outfit? You play?
Okay, Tom.
And every other 6 to 9 year old that's up watching television.
Man.
Oh my goodness!
She last night she came with it, and she looked, and she's just wearing skin. It really is just pretty much skin. She didn't have all of the costuming and everything last night. The shaved head, the very little hair and everything was out. No wigs, no nothing. And she called Julianne Hough on her stuff last night because she said she heard Julianne Hough say last week that her dancing made her feel uncomfortable. And so she called her on that last night. And it was
weird how they say what a black lady is doing is uncomfortable, and then they go and learn it. And now it's all
and
of
use
a sudden
it,
new.
and then it becomes a part of their repertoire.
When you can't do it, it's uncomfortable. When you can't grind that ass like that, I guess it is uncomfortable.
You tell her.
Let's get this Tuesday started. Coming up, player, we got talent. The comedian talent. Attorney General Loretta Lynch, the AG of the United States. And coming up this hour, seriously ignorant news from Damon on the TJMS.
It's not coloring. It's art. She's seeing the art right now, Sip. Taking pictures of the art. Not coloring.
Coloring is what you call it, Tabitha.
Don't listen to them. It's art.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. I'm not listening to you. A lot of people in hats.
I love the hats. As a matter of fact, that's the one I want. The one you claim you can't find. The stacked hats.
Mama got that.
She does?
Boy, they're tearing Kim Kardashian in this.
They should.
This robbery.
That is crazy.
It's therapy.
But I admire the fact that she got out there and she's going from city to city. And this is probably the easiest.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get tougher, huh?
When she goes to these town halls and she goes to these schools, they're gonna.
By the way, she's gonna be at Howard tomorrow for a diversity forum.
Oh, bless her heart. Yeah. All right. Good job, everybody.
Good job, everybody. Well, she's up. Right. We're rolling.
I got an appointment.
Bye, Tabitha. Nice talking to you.
How's it going, man?
Everything's good. Everything's good. I'm trying to get you a studio for Monday in Tallahassee, so me and Chris been working on that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So everything's good, man. We all set.
All right, later.
All right, later.
This is when I get sleepy.
70,000 5-star reviews on our site. With Select Blinds, do it yourself.
After I eat, I'll go home and lay down for a minute. I know it's not good to lay down and eat and lay down, but
our specialists will walk you through how to measure, choose, and install your new window
coverings. Get back up.
Vast selection of high-quality custom blinds, shades, and drapes. SelectBlinds.com really is the simple and smart way.
Look over there. No, not over there.
Where?
Don't look at Donald Trump. It's not his fault.
How did she have time?
It was a good show. I wish I got to ask a question.
I was getting an inkling of this.
But,
She said her right-wing brother.
Like I said, they don't take me serious, so I just do the funny part.
That's their whole thing. It's basically
I was able to get in
brown people and welfare people.
Comment on the end.
Of the government team.
Other than that.
Yeah. Somebody tweeted Reagan was right about the welfare.
Yes, one of the reasons was they know how I feel. Militant. An old militant.
Oh my God, and then you heard him try to spin it yesterday. I work for you now. Yeah, whatever.